Hello, my name's Dr. Jeff, and I'm a public intellectual from Melbourne, Australia. And we're here in Melbourne, Australia. And welcome to this week's episode of... In the last episode, we were introduced to the Yarra River porpoise, an animal that inhabited the waterways of Melbourne and was last sighted around 1880. We pick up this mystery at the Yarra River waterfall. The waterfalls were right in the middle of Melbourne, and they ran between today's Immigration Museum and the Crown Casino. They were an important and significant site to Melbourne's Indigenous population, and for the early European colonialists, they formed a vital crossing point across the Yarra River. In fact, they were so significant to the Europeans, so important, that the founder of Melbourne, John Batman, his only son Charles, decided to fall in the water and drown exactly there. The Yarra River waterfalls created a natural barrier between the salt water coming from the ocean and the fresh water coming from the mountains. The logical thing would have been to move the tanneries and the abattoirs further downstream. However, Melbourne had another answer. To solve the problem of all the shit getting stuck in the waterfall, and to solve the problem of people drowning on Elizabeth Street when it flooded, which was conveniently paved over a creek, Melbourne called in Sir John Coode. Sir John's plan was simple. For £20,000, he would dynamite the shit out of the waterfalls. With the natural barrier gone, the salt water rushed upstream, eroding the riverbanks and turning the water into a shameful brown. It was kind of like if you used a sandblaster for a colonoscopy. So what happened to the river porpoise in this muddy, polluted, shit meat soup of a river? The most obvious and common explanation, based on all the evidence we've seen so far, is that due to their latent communist sympathies, the porpoises were quietly culled. However, I favour another theory. Unhappy with the levels of immigration, the porpoises decided to try life as something else, and transmogrified themselves into vaginas. So join us next time as we explore another fascinating chapter in Australia's history. Next week's episode, we celebrate the White Australia policy through Javanese shadow puppetry. And until then, don't forget to log on to our website and download our audio walking tour. Available in Tamil, German, Magyar and Braille. Thank you for watching. I'm Dr. Jeff. Good night.